Hey, what's up, everybody? It's RC Talks All Things Basketball, and I just wanted to quickly talk about, briefly recap, just kind of jump around and talk the WNBA All-Star Game from last night. It aired on ABC for the first time ever, so it was, uh, what can I say, peak television. So the All-Star Game was at a peak hour. So, and also on ABC, I said for the first time. So I thought that the game was, I'm not gonna say it was, I'm not gonna call it great. I'm not gonna call it good. I'm not gonna call it horrible. I'm not even gonna call it boring. But the term and the word I'm gonna use is adequate to best describe the WNBA All-Star Game 2023 edition. I thought that it was just a basic contest. I didn't ever feel like I was getting anything that was truly exciting. Of course, you got the 4-point play, and that was two mixed results, in my opinion. Sabrina Ionescu, she really got it popping with her range. She made the 4-point play work for her. Jewel Lloyd, she made it work for her. Congratulations to Jewel Lloyd. She deserved the All-Star Game MVP, especially in light of the season that the Storm have been having. It's been a very horrendous campaign for the Seattle Storm. So Jewel Lloyd, she deserves that. There was no defense played, and that's to be expected. This WNBA All-Star Game was, it was kind of on the part of the men's All-Star Game, where it was just like, okay, we're gonna go out here, we're gonna hot dog, we're gonna show out, we're just gonna, play carelessly, throw up shots, just chuck shots, and that was just basically the extent of it. Lot of layups. It's the women's game, but it's not as competitive as it is during the course of the season. So of course you just kind of get, just a basic game, and people were saying how bad it is, and believe me, I don't ever cut off a game. Really, I don't. But with about 4 minutes left in the entire game, so the fourth quarter, I just said, okay, I seen enough. And I just kind of walked away from it all, because it really didn't feel like, any kind of game. And see, what I was hoping for was that the fourth quarter would at least be a contest. And that's what I was hoping for. And once I saw that, none of my Aces players, and there were tons of us there. I mean, it was tons of my Aces team. Kelsey, Asia, Chelsea, Jackie. And once I just saw that we just didn't, give effort, Team Wilson, I was like, okay, all right. Because crazy thing about this is it just felt like Team Stewart just basically, had it on lock the whole night, except for like a bit part of the fourth quarter. I mean, a bit part of the first quarter. So, yeah, this game, take it or leave it, I suppose. I mean, literally, it just was just a basic, shoot 'em and boot 'em. That's pretty much all it was. BG, she had a dunk. So, shout out BG for throwing it down. Definitely is probably the only one capable. If anybody else can dunk, the All-Star Game would have been a perfect time to try it. If, I'm just saying, it would have been a perfect time to try. But you don't want to get hurt either. So, Aaliyah Boston, it was really good to see her out there. Her season definitely warrants her selection. She's been having a great season. So let me just look at these stats real quick. So before I get out of here, so we had Asia Wilson with 20, She did a lot early on. I was thinking she was gonna go for like 30 or 40, but she capped it at 20. Kelsey Plum, fabulous night, 30 points. Kelsey is, man, she's a dog. She's really, really a great player. I can't even stress that enough. She had a heck of a show last night. She really put on a performance. You had Ryan Howard, Cheyenne Parker, both Atlanta Dream teammates with 14 from Parker, 16 from Howard. Aaliyah Boston, she only gave you 6 points, but she did grab 11 rebounds, pair of assists. She only played 19 minutes. I wonder why. She should have logged in most minutes, seeing as though the fever probably not headed anywhere. I just want to look at Team Wilson for a little bit. That's what I was just looking at. Also, Enrique had 18. Chelsea only had 5.6 rebounds, but she did have 7 assists. Yeah, shout out Team Wilson though. I mean, you would have liked a competitive game, but these are the All-Star games, and we don't really get that with All-Star games. As you can tell, as I talk about this, it's not really much to say about an All-Star game that never really was ever hotly contested, ever. If I look at Team Stewart stats real quick, Jewel Lloyd had 31. So, she absolutely went off. As she does. Naphesia Collier, she's a baller for the Minnesota Lynx. She had 20 points and 6 boards. BG, 18 points, 13 reboards. Satu Sabali, who was balling, pair assists, 19 points, 8 rebounds. She was doing her thing. And Sabrina Ionescu, 18.6 boards and a big 8 assists. So people was out there getting their numbers. Definitely, folks was getting their numbers. You can believe that in terms of offense, that was something that was really going down. But a lot of people were just sitting there scoring, letting others score. Like I say, in these All-Star games, defense is pretty much just it's pretty much just not there. That's it, and that's pretty much that. It's really, I can't tell you how come or what needs to be done to fix these games, because at the end of the day, if the players that get selected don't take the game itself seriously, there's nothing they can do. They could make 5-point plays. They could lower the rim for a night. The NBA has the same problems. They keep trying different things. At the end of the day, I don't really know. I really don't know how to fix these All-Star games. I think what they ought to do, it's not going to change anything, but just go back to East and West. Just go back to conference versus conference. Yeah, I really don't know what else to say, but shout out to all the players that were selected on both sides, Team Stewart, Team Wilson, and another All-Star game is in the books. That's all I got. Peace.